For this bit, we start off with the yeast. We need to get that working ahead of anything else. So we need about 7 grams. Let's use this last one up. A very steady hand. It does tend to go everywhere. We need a couple of teaspoons full of sugar. That's one side. 150 mils of hot water. And add 150 to make the 300. That should just be about the right temperature. There's freshly boiled water and cold water from the tap. Stir the sugar in first. And add the yeast. Put the cap on that. You need to go about 20 minutes for the yeast to get working. Which is 500 grams. I'm going to use a mixture of flour, white and brown. I find it easier to, when doing so, to measure that. So that is now 219. So I can use all of that up. Get it out of the way. Check the packet. So I've already added 206 to the bowl. And that means I need to add, do my math right, 294. So I've got here, so I need to take out 100, I'll put this down to 162 left. Do it this way, it just saves having an extra bowl. Not yet. A little bit more. A few grams each way, don't matter. That'll do. That's enough flour. One out of the way. Then butter, we need 15 grams. So that is, just check, 250. I don't like cutting pressure on the scales. Or about 2 smaller lumps. By the time you've worked the dough, there won't be much left of there. Just run the knife through, a bit of mix. Now I've just got to finish working the flour. Just make sure it's mixed in well. Put your fingers in, always best. Any lumps out. The butter is now well worked in. And to add salt, about that much will do. This is 1/2 teaspoons, but can't be bothered to measure that. And now it's time to add the yeast, or water with yeast mixed in. recipes always tell you to add a little bit at a time. I can't be bothered straight in there. Good. Soon working. May even have to get some extra water. Great way of getting your fingernails clean. Work it in. Work it well in the bowl. Oops, a bit escaped. You're working it up here, all the dry bits. You don't want it too wet and sticky. Right, get the bowl out of the way. A little bit more flour. Get off your fingers, don't want to waste it. Right, that's now it's time to knead it. You don't do one lump, we can do two. I don't know why, it always reminds me of something. Let's do it as one lump this time. Knead it for 15 minutes. It's well worth not skimping on this. Great exercise. Quarter of an hour over, me done in and overheating, but now I'm going to cut that into roughly 3 equal pieces. Don't worry about getting too equal. Some people weigh each piece, they waste of time. Right. Making sausage like. 2. Right. That one's a bit short, so let's get these out of the way. A little bit of a stretching. Maybe that one is a bit thick, but who cares? Knit the ends together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you bring the outside ones over the middle. Yeah, I'll do that bit again. Do it more slowly this time. So you get the ends together, keep them apart. Side one over the middle one, move it aside. Side one over the middle one, move it aside. Side one over the middle one, side one over the middle one. Keep swapping sides until you are there. My next step is, because it's not very warm in this house, though I'm rather warm after all the kneading, I've warmed the oven up just a little bit, just so I've got the extra warmth to allow the dough to rise. On this baking tray, use a little chip to hold your greaseproof paper down. Just put a little bit of water underneath, and when it does dry out, the steam helps the bread. Right, you can now see that's plenty of time to rise. Now I'll now put it back into the oven, which will be preheated at 210 degrees. I'll put it in there for about 15 minutes. And I'll drop the oven temperature to 180. This is a fan assisted oven for another 15 minutes, then check on it then. Well, the bread is now out of the oven. It has had, well, it's full cooking time. Just check the base. Sounds good. This needs to be left to cool. Then time to tuck in. So that recipe was 500 grams of flour, a bit of salt, a couple of teaspoons full of sugar, 15 grams of butter, 7 grams of yeast, 300 ml of warm water, cooked for 15 minutes on 210 and 15 minutes then on 180. It was left to rise for 30 minutes in a warm oven just to get it going.